The provision of the Section 305 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, to declare a state of emergency in Rivers State with effect from today, 18th March, year 2025.
This is not right. This is not right.
Now you have people's people, and all we see is wah.
If SIM Fubara is being removed, and if Rivers State that there is no war has been declared a state of emergency, in the side of law is
you should reverse whatever he has said, and I think it's possible.
What I want to talk now, if they say make governor go house, some of us will go house. No, go house now. We not go because we support our governor. So as he go, we say we follow him go house. So and I want make him come back. We want make him come back because when the other people rule, nobody worry them.
Viewers and subscribers, this is BVI Channel 1. We are back again on Matters Horizon. I still remain Channel Peters, your host. Since yesterday, the breaking news of the declaration of state of emergency in Rivers State by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, there have been a lot of ups and downs, those for and those against. But the majority of Rivers State people have spoken and have reacted to this very situation. But before we delve into this, I want to inform you that we are streaming this program live on all our social media platforms, so you can watch it. If you're watching on Facebook, keep sharing and keep following. If you're watching on Instagram, don't forget to share and also follow. And we're also streaming on our YouTube backup channel, BVI Channel 1 Plus. Now, having said that, let us dive into the matter that concerns us today. Let's take a look at first the issue of this state of emergency declared by Tinubu. I'll be right back.
To declare a state of emergency in Rivers State with effect from today, 18th March, year 2025.
We need aid. Jesus. Refinery is currently on fire, guys. It's happening right now in Rivers State. Jesus Christ, I think I need to leave this place. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, this is happening today. I don't know, Refinery on fire.
Go ahead. No, around boss. That push. All right, now.
That is the report coming from Rivers State as the refinery in Port Harcourt becomes the first victim of the state of emergency, as allegedly being blown up by who nobody has taken responsibility. But it is coming barely hours after the declaration of state of emergency in Rivers State. Now, how do Rivers State people react to all of this? Let us go and get some of the opinions as presented by some news platforms who had gone on the street to get the report. Like Central News, we have ROAS TV, and the rest of them. Let's bring you that report from Port Harcourt and River State.
We found peace finally. And then today you come out and you see army people driving around like there's something going on that is wrong. This is not right. This is not right. We are at peace. Let our children, let our families be at peace. Let people go to work at peace. All these army people driving about, this is not right. This is not right. This is not right. Our governor is peaceful. We love him. Leave us in peace. What is all this? Emotion is not in politics, we agree, but we want peace. We want peace. This is too much to us. This is not right. This is not fair. This is not right.
Now you have crippled people, and all we see is wah. What for? Because of one man? I will say it over and over and over. What's going on in River State is not similar like in Fubara. What's going on in River State is a comeback for the economic soul of River State. Somebody wants to grab the economic soul of River State. The soul of River State, for 24 years, they kept milking us. That was how our money was flying all over our heads. It is here today, it is there tomorrow. It is funding all kinds of foolishness. This is the first time that civil servants have been paid the 13 months. Every Christmas for 2 years, civil servants get paid. Civil servants have been paid all their salaries. For the first time, there are roads connecting the riverine communities. It has never happened. They told us, they lied to us, they told us our terrain was too bad. Now we know our terrain is not bad. Now we know. He told us that we can have election here. And it can be any way but no war, no bloodshed, no gun shooting. And it happens here. And it happens here. Today you have told everybody to go. He says yes. You say go and resubmit a budget. He writes, he says, come and choose with me a befitting place that you want so that I can present this budget. You made it impossible for him. He wrote, I am coming to you. You locked him out. He wrote again to say, I will still come again. And you wrote to him as reply that for insubordination or whatever. And then the next thing you do is this.
So on what ground Tinubu is standing to declare state of emergency? Because the governor have already started implementing the Supreme Court judgment. So what is the ground of Tinubu?
If anybody says that Fubara is fighting with Wike, I think it's an insult to Fubara, because Wike is an errand boy. The actual person he's fighting this battle with is Tinubu, who has actually come out plain now to show himself for the whole world to know that he's the one behind the mask.
He's the one behind the political tension in River State.
The political tension.
Fully, as governor of River State, why then now will Supreme Court give judgment and you will blatantly refuse to adhere and obey the Supreme Court judgment? That was why His Excellency,
if Fubara and the House of Assembly are having quarrel, is it not a political quarrel? Are they fighting? Are we fighting war in River State? Are we having a natural disaster? Where in the Constitution that says when the governor is having a loggerhead with the House of Assembly, when the case is already in court, that the president will come and declare state of emergency?
There's a Supreme Court verdict judgment
ruling what? Yes. If the Supreme Court have ruled that the House of Assembly should come back and the local government is non and void, which the governor have implemented. So on what ground Tinubu is standing to declare state of emergency? Because the governor have already started implementing the Supreme Court judgment. So what is the ground of Tinubu?
A lot of people, PDP have come out to express their...
Minister Wike taking this thing too far, because Rivers people, over 6 million people cannot be taken for a ride and they are being insulted. You know, we have a situation where even if they have a political scenario, it shouldn't be extended to the point where a state of emergency. I think the president should reverse himself and the governor shouldn't step out of that place. And the people of Rivers State should get up and make a statement, a very profound statement.
You don't think it's to further de-escalate the situation of pipeline vandalization, pipeline bombing and all that too? Because the governor failed to address those two scenarios yesterday.
Is the governor in charge of the military? Is the governor in charge of the police? The police and the military report to the
opportunity to advise Sim never to worry himself so much, because he has actually fought like a wounded lion. And we know that if anybody says that Fubara is fighting with Wike, I think it's an insult to Fubara, because Wike is an errand boy. The actual person he's fighting this battle with is Tinubu, who has actually come out plain now to show himself for the whole world to know that he's the one behind the mask.
If Sim Fubara is being removed, and if Rivers State that there is no war has been declared a state of emergency, in the sight of law is bad. So we, the Rivers, we are angry and we are not happy about that. What I want is to call back his statement and reinstall Sim Fubara back to his position. And he should, sack Wike as a minister. We don't need him in Rivers State. Besides that, I don't think the man is not happy with him. We are all angry.
Tinubu was elected as claimed. Fubara is also elected by Rivers people. So he doesn't have any rights whatsoever. Though I'm not a lawyer to interpret the law, but I know he was elected. And this other person, the governor of Rivers State, was also elected, and he will serve his term complete. That is what I have to say for Rivers State.
What is your call on the presidency on this?
You should reverse whatever he has said, and I think it's possible.
What now? What talk? If they say make governor go house, some of us will go house. No, go house now. I will not go because we support our governor. As he go, we say we go follow go house. So I want make it come back. We want make it come back because where the other people, nobody worry them. And this person the warrior, person the warrior, which is weak in the warrior. God no agree. I like him. Even he go be president. I don't think it happen.
We was a father on stage. The people they say nothing happen. We say nothing happen. They don't come and say what? Why don't look at the person? Any question said. All those ones I will BK what, I will BK this. Other one is nonsense. All what we know is our governor sin, because we love sin. The peacemaker. No, you don't need war.
Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, I rise to move that we do suspend other items on the order paper for today to enable our various committees to proceed with their committee meetings and attend to various stakeholders who have been invited to appear before their various committees, and that other items be stepped down for another legislative day. Mr. President, I so move.
Minority Leader.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I rise to second the motion that the Senate suspends all other items on the order paper to the next legislative day. I so second.
Distinguished colleagues, the motion has been moved that we step down other items and adjourn till tomorrow. Flag of the Senate. Date 20th day of March 2000. For the 20th day of March 2025. Those in support of the motion for adjournment say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Accordingly, the Senate is hereby adjourned to the 20th day of March 2025 at 11 a.m. prompt. And the distinguished Senator Tamba Project.
All right, you now see the reaction of people in Rivers State, their position about the declaration of state of emergency. And it didn't end on the street. We also saw some dramatic argument at the National Assembly from the Green Chambers, the House of Rep, where we saw some people arguing over this, to the Senate House, the Red Chamber, that acted as expected by Nigerians who have already started voicing the opinion that they are in a hurry to, postpone every other issue in order to pave way to discuss and approve the state of emergency in Rivers State. Well, we'll have to have a thought on this. But before we have your thought on this, or your comments, or even your calls coming in, let us quickly take a look at the state of emergency declared during Jonathan's time and what Tinubu did now for you to see the clear difference. Honestly speaking, it is one thing every Nigerian have been calling out. I want you to listen to this, and when we come back, we'll now throw the lines open. Listen to this. Now you've seen it, the comparison is very clear that during Jonathan's era, he declared state of emergency on 3 northern states, but did not remove the democratic institutions, the governors or the legislators. Now, basing his state of emergency on the same section 305 that Tinubu mentioned, it goes a long way to show that we are by proxy in the military era, in dictatorship. Because the only time this happened, where a president declared state of emergency and removed or suspended democratic institutions, was during Obasanjo's time, when he suspended the governor of Plateau State and that of Ekiti State. That was the only time that happened. And we know that Obasanjo is not a Democrat. He is a military man from the background. And coming out from prison and jumping up to the salon of leadership in Nigeria as the president in 1999, we all knew that we are in battery by proxy. But nevertheless, democracy has so-called come a long way in Nigeria. And we have a man that prides himself as a Democrat that fought the military in his own time as the president, displaying even far worse what even the military could not even do at some point. Also, we are by proxy in a military regime where European doesn't, and someone was saying that the children can't have voice in Nigeria today, the youth doesn't have a voice in Nigeria today, the young adult doesn't have in Nigeria today, the adults themselves, fathers and mothers, even governors, political elites don't even have a voice except you are in APC as a governor. Today we have rubber stamp legislation, and we all know how wonderful the judiciary is. So what can you make of it? Someone made a very, very funny post that I posted on my previous video before going live. Is there where someone said that we now have 3 arms of government. Did you get that? We now have 3 arms of government: the legislative arm, the judicial arm, and the other that is the executive arm of government. If you get the point now. Okay, let us proceed. The lines are open. We don't need to say too much. We're already exhausted and also made our points clear, especially myself on this platform, our position in all of this. Is it constitutional what Tinubu did? Let the discussion continue right here. When you all call the numbers you see on the screen, +2 34 810 Is Nigeria practicing democracy or democracy? What is available in Nigeria? What can you call it? Especially on this current dispensation. And People have already voiced on Farana, P2B, and the rest of them are voicing opinion saying that the National Assembly should ignore or not assent to this very declaration of state of emergency. It's unconstitutional. It's an aberration, an abuse of power for President Tinubu to remove democratically elected individuals. And even citing the reasons, I saw the Justice of the Federation or Minister of Justice of the Federation coming forward to say that the reasons why this based on technicality, you know, when this government say based on technicality, you know how technical they can be with the law whenever they want to manipulate and turn it upside down. Okay, there are constitutional provisions where state of emergency can be declared, especially when it has to do with violence, insecurity that has direct harm and throws serious danger on the national security. That's the fundamental principle where that state of emergency can come forward and when you say, okay, we're suspending democratic institutions and let us face this war head on. Is Nigeria fighting a war? A River State perhaps? What we have there is just political disagreement between a wannabe godfather that is now the FCT minister who have vowed that Fubara will be in spirits will never have no peace as a governor. They have done everything possible. They have used all manner of gimmicks to frustrate the efforts of the governor of Rivers State, including the kangaroo judgment they obtained from the Supreme Court that is still being reviewed administratively. Something that is still before the lower court and not even before the Supreme Court. Supreme Court is already giving judgment on it and facilitating the turn of the 21 or whatever lawmakers that defected. Just to create an ungovernable situation in Rivers State. But even at that, it didn't necessitate the declaration of state of emergency in Rivers State. It doesn't. In no way necessitate the declaration, if not the appetite to take control of Rivers State and its resources by fire, by force. And I believe MK is now is declaring that he has achieved his mandate and he has removed Fubara. Well, it's just a suspension. They are going to come back. When they are trying to impeach him, perhaps they are trying to fine-tune grounds of impeaching Fubara. They couldn't have a headway. Like I had the rumors of which is not confirmed. I already you that the chief judge of Rivers State refused some bribe. That is what we had. I alleged you that I did not confirm. Okay? So don't quote me. But that is what I read on social media. And we found a building in America and in the UK and 5 billion naira. That was what we had. We did not confirm to the truth. Now afterwards, now we now had state of emergency. If that could succeed in the impeachment, because they are asking him as alleged to sign the impeachment order or notice from the assembly, led by BJ's realist. And the most funny aspect of this whole thing is that the military administrator in Rivers State is a very close friend and ally of Wike. Now you see the voice of Jacob and the hands of Esau. Well, whatever you make of it, let us write it in the comment section. If it comes true, we will take it. Now somebody's asking, are we live? You're watching us live and you're asking if we're live. We're live and direct and we are still live. Okay? So I bet the network has not thrown us out. Even someone is asking if we are live. We are live and we are still right here. Okay? So you can call 2348245. Don't forget, we're streaming this on our Facebook and also on our Instagram and our backup YouTube channel. Let us have your opinion on this. Alright? So we take the commentaries in the comment section. Nobody said they gave a call, but we didn't see your call. If you call, we pick it. Please keep calling because sometimes these things are funny. They act funny. We're talking about the state of emergency in Rivers State. The numbers to call is +234 810455533. That is the number displayed here. Okay? So that's what we're talking about this evening. The state of emergency. And also the economic dispose. It's not just about the Rivers State people. The Nigeria as a whole. The impact people have on an already bastardized, horrible economic situation. You're adding this one to it. We saw the refinery in flames today as allegedly posted and reported. What becomes of the Nigerian economy? And you know that Rivers State sits at the heart of Nigeria economy. The Nigerian economy is breathing, is the heartbeat of Rivers State. The economic exploration going on there is sustaining Nigeria. If it is sabotaged, what becomes of the entire country? And I can tell you, I don't know if that is connected to it because minutes before I entered into this live broadcast, I saw a notice, a public announcement by Harcourt refineries that they are no longer selling their petroleum products with naira. So if a bank must buy with dollar, that sends a signal to what we are talking about. Perhaps it's as a result of what is happening in Rivers State. If you have your call, we will take it. If you drop a comment, we will read it. Don't forget we're streaming on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Twitter. No, we're not on Twitter. We're just streaming on Twitter, but we hope to start any moment to tweet there and stream there. We will have the first caller. We lost the call. We hope we call back. That is what we're saying. I think the network is throwing people out. They believe they are ringing. Please keep trying and we'll take your calls. That's what we're saying. What is happening in Rivers State is really a very disgraceful and sad situation that the government of Tinubu could not call Wike to order. If he had decided to suspend democratic institution and removing the governor, what about the other side of the game? Who is instigating this entire problem? Wike. Today, from the statement of the Minister of Justice, he stated clearly that Wike, he has nominated Wike. He said Wike has no hand in the state of emergency declared in Rivers State or anything that has to do with what led to it. You can imagine, even if you're talking to babies, Even if you are just sitting down to talk to your pet dogs, it doesn't work that way. That's a blatant falsehood that they are showing on the faces of Nigerian people. So from the information we're getting on X platform, according to P2B, because we would like to read his text fully here so that everyone who is listening can get his opinion. If you have not, let us take a look at what P2B said about this whole thing. We're not coming, we'll take it. P2B said P2B condemns the unilateral decision of President Tinubu to remove the governor of Rivers State as unconstitutional and reckless. According to his post, he said the unilateral decision of President Tinubu to remove Governor Fubara of Rivers State from office is not only unconstitutional but also reckless. According to P2B, he said it has plunged us back into a state of lawlessness, cruising on doing the progress we have made in these 56 years of democratic journey. It is by disregarding the rule of law, the president has shown a dangerous willingness to trample on democracy. The declaration of the state of emergency in Rivers State is not just reckless, it is a clear attempt to return us to a state of nature and tighten its grip on power at all costs. It is a degrading backdoor imposition of martial law on a strategic part of the federation with all implied negativities. The political situation on ground in Rivers State does not justify such an extreme measure, and it's also a biased interpretation of Section 305, subsection 1 of the 1999 Constitution. A state of emergency does not mean an elected governor can be removed unilaterally. This decision does not align with democratic norms or good governance. Instead, it appears to be a predetermined action serving specific interests rather than the collective good of the people of Rivers State and Nigeria. According to P2B, this action constitutes an unconstitutional overreach, setting a dangerous precedent that threatens democracy, the rule of law, and the separation of powers. If left unchecked, it will foster a culture of impunity. Having already been grappling with non-adherence to electoral qualifications, rules, and massive breeding, adding arbitrary removal of elected officials will push us to a state of nature and anarchy. I appeal to the National Assembly and all stakeholders not to allow this to stand, as it only depicts a culture of impunity and brigand already threatening our democracy. A new Nigeria is possible. That is from Peter Obi. This message is strong, straight, and unambiguous. I can't volunteer for those that are here to hear. We are Tinubu is guiding the rest of other Nigerians. That is the situation report we are bringing to you. So, in absence of no other comments or comments, let us check our Facebook and see if there are comments there so that we have it up if they are not coming forward so that we will allow you to grasp through the updates we are uploading here on this platform. Okay? So, take a look and see what happened in there. I appreciate everyone of you who are watching. We hope you continue as we continue to bring you the opportunity to air your opinion on matters that concerns you. Alright. The absence of more comments coming in, reactions to this effect, we will wrap it up on tonight's broadcast. We'll come back again on Friday on Good Governance. I hope you stick with us and continue following our updates. I still know Peters, the advocate.